Hey Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. It's been quite busy. This is why this is a day late. Yesterday was just quite, hectic, getting things set up for the kids and whatever. But once we got it all sorted, it went quiet, so I got a little bit of stitching in instead. So I apologise, this is a day late. Today is Boxing Day of 2022 and this is Flosstube number 130. I'm going to give up saying what floss tubes they are. I'm just going to get on with it. She hasn't slept there for ages, and when I removed the quilt for her to lie on, she comes back, so I give up. Anyway, this past fortnight has been amazing. My stitchy bug came back with a vengeance. I have 10 projects that I've touched this week. I have one FO, I have one FFO, and it's just been awesome. So I'm just going to crack on and show you what I've been getting up to this week. I've actually do them in order that I wrote them down on here, otherwise I end up getting confused. So the first one, where'd you go? There's a lot, these 10. So this is my first one, not the first one I've touched, but one of many that I've touched this week. It is Long Dog Samplers Pandemic. I'll get that after. Just decided to take a dive. Don't lose the threads. I think I can remember where I did, so I'll show you that particular section now. And it is this rabbit, whatever it was done. So I've literally done down here, and I think this bottom half of this here. I did 902 stitches, and I actually started coming down over here as well. I brought that down level and then I jumped over here, so I've done a bit of that as well. And then we'll take a look at it as a whole. This is on 22 count 1/1, just in DMC 310. And it looks awesome. When I get it out, I enjoy it. But when you've got an absolute ton of projects to choose from, it doesn't come out very often. So, okay. My 1 Point Mind Mystery Sow, and they've got their next one coming out really, really soon. No, this isn't 1 Point Mind, that's the other one. I knew that. There it is. Oh, no. Yeah, they've got a new sale for 2023. I think plans have already been done. They've given out the measurements and everything. I'm not sure yet. I haven't even finished this one. Anyway, this is the 1 Point Mind Mystery Sow. The only bit that's missing is number 12 at the bottom, because I'm not even there yet. I haven't printed off the cover sheet for it. But this one had a lot of back stitch, especially around them birds, and I think that's what put me off for a while. I still haven't done it. I'm kind of working my way up to going back to it. Anyway, let's unfold that. Really, it's doing what it wants. Anyway, this is where I'm at. So last time you saw it, obviously I'll have put pictures in of where you saw it last time, but I finished off this row. We'll just call them strawberries for the sake of it, because they do look like little dotted strawberries, don't they? So I'd done, I think, all the lilac colour, but then I had to fill in these strawberries themselves, so I finished those. I did this whole row, which I'd started, and then I've done all of this as well. I actually did 2,135 stitches. It was awesome, and I'm still loving the purple. See, look, I've got two big bird things to fill in here in backstitch, and it's really, after doing all them butterflies in backstitch as well, it really, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it, so I figured I'll just carry on with this, and at some point I'll jump back and fill in the birds and stuff. Now what this is on, that's a question. I think it's 22. Oh no, it's 18 count Ada. How simple is that? I should have known. But yeah, looks awesome. So it was originally charted in blues, but you can change it, can't you? So I did. I changed them all to purples and lilacs because purple's one of my favourite colours. But it looks good. I can't wait to see what the next one's going to be. I think I'll have to decide then whether I'm going to join in or not, because this one's been, yeah, crazy. The next one, now it's the floral sampler, which is, hey, this one. Flowers Feed the Soul, I think it's called. I think I'm reading that correctly backwards. This is stitched on 22 count antique white hardanger, and it is stitched with sulky thread. I forget the name. Iris, in the colour Iris 4032. Absolutely gorgeous. Purples, pinks, blues. I've got that many projects, they're falling on me now. Stick that back in there a minute before I show you. So this is where we are at. So I have pulled, I believe, I've pulled this a little bit further over, but I've mostly been working down in here. I'm sure some of this was already done and then I've just kind of finished it off, but it looks in that colour. I'm trying to get it right because I've got the camera sitting funny. I apologise about the light, I should have done this earlier, but I just didn't. Let's turn it towards the lamp a little because I've got the lamp on. Oh, there you go. Colour is just gorgeous. Anyway, enjoying that one as well. My good friend Paula in Canada, not America, is stitching this with me. The next one, Mandy Manzano. Where'd she go? Okay. It is called Make a Wish and Take a Bite. It is Snow White by Mandy Manzano, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Absolutely, absolutely loving this piece so much. I did, oh my goodness, that's my mum's birth year, 1953 on this. It's stitched on 25 count. Where's my I haven't put one in. Naughty. Anyway, it's not on the back there, is it? No. It is 25 count, and I believe it's white. So this is where I am. So I'm so going to have to position my camera better. I kind of finished halfway through a thread and didn't come back to it, but I've been filling in a lot of the browns and stuff and the yellows down here. So this corner is actually starting to look a little more complete. The colours are awesome. Absolutely loving it. But there is such a lot of black, which you expect with Mandy Manzano. That's just the nature of her designs. So I tend to try and do a little bit of black. I actually think I went up this side instead of down. I'm not sure if I did some more here. Yeah, it looks awesome. Put that in there. I am not going to try and squeeze that in, I will do it after. I have such a tidy up, you know, when I've had a really good stitchy week after I've done my Flosstube. It's crazy. And the next one, Roses and Lace. This one has been hard going. It is this one. Roses and Lace by Shannon Christine Designs. Such a gorgeous lace pattern. And just in case you're new, she charted this in pink, red or yellow roses. And yellow rose was my mum's favourite flower and her favourite colour rose. So I've obviously done it in yellow. You know what, I'm actually going to take it at the Q snap. And some of my hauls come in as well. Not all of it though, I'm gutted. But we've had that many mail strikes here. Mail is completely backed up. I not ordered a form, but I spoke to my doctors. I needed a form for my medication for a medical exemption certificate. I ordered it 2 weeks before. I asked her to post it to me 2 weeks before Christmas, and it still hasn't got here. So it just shows how everything is kind of backed up because of all the mail strikes and everything. I don't blame them. I get why they're doing it. It can just be frustrating when it comes to things I need, like my exemption certificate. Anyway, this is where we're at. I only did 143 stitches, but that's trying to do this under a magnifying... I don't even know where I've put that now. It's here somewhere. I got that much stuff around me at the minute. Is it there? No. Okay, I'm not going to try and find it. So yeah, I've done them in yellow. So I've started this next square, because these are like just continued all the way across the top. I don't think I've been down here, but yeah, it was hard going. I had the magnifying glass on it, so when I can get that set up, I tend to pull this one out. It needs finishing because this is 40 count pearl grey, I think, and it's 1/2, but it's so small, the holes. I can't do it without the magnifying glass, not anymore. Ouch, my needle just moved. There we go. So yeah, I pull that out when I feel like getting the magnifying clip-on lamp set up. Okay, I'll put them over there. I'll deal with them. That didn't sound good. I'll deal with them after. The next one is my newest start, which was my birthday start on the 30th of November. And it is this one by Artisy and Leonid Afromov. It's called Misty Mood 2. Such gorgeous colours his designs have got. There's a few. I've got 2 others which are smalls, I think, and then this one, and I still plan to get more of his. They are just so vibrant. I love it. And I've started up in this top left hand corner. Now that also brings me to a piece of my haul. I don't know why I zipped that. Let me think. Paula, she sent me a voucher for my birthday, bless her, thank you so much, for 123 Stitch. And I'll show you the first thing I got with it, which is what this is sitting in at the minute. A large Q-snap. Now, my smallest one, I'm not in love with, but I didn't know if that was because it was just so small and fidgety and whatever. And as it turns out, yes, it's just because it's so small. I love this. This sits in my Lowry lovely. Because I've got quite a wide arm settee, I need a long L bar for my Lowry, so I have to move the project further over, so when it's clamped I can still get to it, otherwise I'm leaning over the arm. So yeah, this Q-snap, amazing. I plan to get more, so thank you so much, Paula. I'll show you what else came at the end. Anyway, this is Misty Mood 2. Last time you saw it, I hadn't completed these 6 squares. I think 3 of them were done, and I was on this second diagonal. And then, because I was going to do diagonal, I've changed my mind. I'm going to use all these up, and then I'm just going to do cross country, just because, I don't know. I'm enjoying it on Kelly's, but not on this one. I'm not sure why. It's a lot of dark colours up in this top corner, so maybe that's something to do with it. I honestly don't know, but this is stitched on 25 count even weave, I believe. And it's still in my Lowry, it's still in the Q-snap, just because I don't even know. That's because they're all over here. 25 count Lugana, I beg your pardon, antique white. So yeah, when all these are gone, I'm just going to carry on cross country. I'm just not enjoying it on this one. But hey, I'm using one of the big clips from One Day Saving to hold all my extra fabric here, and it works so far. Okay, so that's that one. Then this brings me to one of my FOs. No, my FO, which is, I'm doing 2. Only one of them is an FO, and you'll understand why in a second. This is Temperature Butterflies by the Stitching Mommy. Now I've been stitching two. One for 2022 and the second one for my birth year, 1977. And obviously I haven't got all the temperatures for this year yet, so obviously the 1977 one is finished. I was way behind, way behind the last time I spoke to you guys. On the 2022 one, I hadn't done any of November or December, I don't think. And then on my birth year one, I partway through November, I think. Well, I'll show you the 2022 one first. This is where we are at. So I have completely caught up. I finished November because I think I was halfway through that, and I am up to date. I've only got to do yesterday's at the moment. I am fully up to date. It took me 2 good days of stitching, I'd say, to catch up on both of them. So this is 2022. It is on 36 count platinum, 2/2. And the colours, I just love these colours in the summer. We had some amazingly hot days. So I've left that in the hoop just because there's only like 5 days left, isn't there? So I'm going to be catching up. What you doing? What you doing? Anyway, so my FO, which is a finished object, it's not fully finished because I haven't framed it or anything. So it's not an FFO, but it is an FO. And this is it. Just because I had all the temperatures, I just went for it when I got it out and finished it off. Oh, just let it go. And it looks good. Doesn't look as colourful as 2022, but back in 1977 it wasn't quite so warm. And we had some colder days. This blue, this very dark blue right here, I hadn't had any of that in 2022 until the beginning of December. I never had any of this dark blue at the beginning of this year. It's all the light blues and greens. So it actually dropped to 1, I think that's 0 to 1 degrees, that dark blue is. And we actually had 3 days where it was super cold. So yeah, that's my FO. All that's left to do now is framing. I've got an extra bit of fabric on the bottom and I could probably make something really small to go on there. I should have started this a tiny bit higher, if I'm honest. Live and learn though, so next time I know. But it looks awesome. I'm glad I caught up with it because I was putting it off because I'd fallen so far behind. I think you do, don't you? You think, oh, I've got to catch up, and you just can't seem to pull yourself into doing it. But I did do it, so it's all done. And I've just got to finish the last few days, so that'll be finished. That will be finished the 31st. I think I'll do it on the 31st and finish it this year. Okay, so the next thing is my FFO, and this is it, and I don't have it. But I did take a picture before I sent it over. I went to his house, oh my goodness, one of the days last week, beginning of last week possibly, and I took Logan's Christmas presents over but forgot the stocking. Can you believe it? One of the main reasons I was going over and I rushed this stitching is so I could give it to him before Christmas, and I forgot. So I had to send Tyler a couple of days later over on his scooter to go and run it over. I have got a picture of how it looks finished. I also have a picture of Logan sat on the floor holding it because we put a little selection pack in the top for him. I'll blur his face out, but I'll put that up as well so you can see. He got a lovely little smile on his face, which you won't see because I've blurred his face out, but Reese and Courtney are both dead chuffed with it. So he got it before Christmas, so that was the main thing. The next one, oh gosh. The next one is one of my stamped kits. It's only a small one, and it's this one. I know that says Noel. I'm not even going to try and say that just because I can't speak French. My French accent probably isn't what it should be. I hated French in school. Anyway, like I said, this is one of my stamped cross-stitch kits. And although I haven't done an absolute amazing amount on it. I did get, you know, a fair bit done. Last time you saw this was when I was unboxing it, so I hadn't done anything. So everything you see I've done is in the past 2 weeks. And I'm enjoying it, if I'm honest. It's an easy stitch. Lots of nice little block colours. Try and get it back in the pack now. No. Flatten out, that's better. It wasn't going to go in. Oh, it's still stuck. Nope, I'm going to see to it after. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have loads to see to after this. The next one, and my last one actually, is this one. This isn't a stamped kit, this is a counted cross stitch, although it is on 11 count. It was one of my kits sent for review. I do, oh hey, I took the threads in, that's why. I do have a picture of where it was before, so. This is where I'm at now. I've actually started Baby Yoda. Oh, you can sort of see his face actually. I couldn't see that when I was stitching it. But that's always the way, because you're kind of all up in there, aren't you? And you can't see what's popping out at you. But when you stand back or put it in the camera, it's obvious. So yeah, Baby Yoda's coming to life over there. And I love, these remind me of my floral sampler colour. The pinky blues and purples. So yeah, this is a counted cross stitch, but it's on 11 count, so it's bigger than normal. But it looks good. I tend to do that one in the evening because it's a paper pattern. Not that I mind paper patterns, but I do love my pattern keeper. Okay. So that is all 10. Yep, all 10. So it's been a busy week, really busy week. As the next part, my haul, that's the word I'm looking for. You've seen the frame. Let me just show you the other 3 things. I have actually fallen in love with sulky threads. Paula's fault completely. Just because the last time she sent me a voucher for 123 Stitch, I bought sulky threads, and that's what's gone towards my floral sampler. Let me just remind you. The floral sampler that I did in the iris colour. Fell in love with sulky threads, so they're not very cheap, are they? I have bought 3 more in various colours. So the first one, I don't think it says on it what colour it is. No, I'd have to go and look it up to find out what colour it is. In actual fact, I think I've got it in an email. I hope I've got it in an email. I'll put it across the screen somewhere here. But this one, this is a solid colour, but it's a gorgeous colour. Let's turn it towards the light a bit, you might be able to see it better. So there's one. Then there is this one. Again, I will put the what the actual colour is. It says 712. No, it says colour 4006. That one was colour 0192. So this is this one. Lots of yellows. Kind of, they remind me of autumn colours. I don't know if that's what it was. I know one of them was supposed to be. It might have been this one actually. So that's that one. And then the last one I got is colour 4061. And this one is just gorgeous. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but oh my goodness, they are just awesome. So thank you so much, Paula. I'm building a collection of sulkies. So those are the 3. So yeah, that's my haul. As for the other stuff that was supposed to come in from Etsy, I'm still waiting. That'll be down to the mail strikes. I've got a few things kind of hanging out. They'll get here when they get here. If they're here by next time I do a floss tube, I'll share them with you. As for this week coming, I have plans to do a whip parade, which will be done either in 2 or 3 parts. The first one will be all my county cross stitch kits, for those of you that just like the county cross stitch. The second part will be my stamped cross stitch kits. I've got an absolute tub full of them down there, which is why I might split that one into 2. So if you're only into the counted and watch the first one, if you like both, the second one and the third one will probably be all my stamped cross stitch, just because I have so many of them now. But I plan to finish the temperature butterflies by the 31st. I can finish it New Year's Eve in the evening, so I'll know what the daytime temperature was later on in the evening, won't I? So then next year I have no plans, if I can stick to it, to any new starts. I need to get some of these whips done until I, so I don't start anymore and end up with an even bigger pile. I'm not going to start any, fingers crossed, until I've finished some. I've got rid of one, which was Logan's. The second one, the temperature butterflies, that'll be 2 down. There's just so many nice ones out there, isn't it? You can't not just start them all. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and to everyone who sent me vouchers and stuff for my birthday back in November. It was so lovely of you, and I'm enjoying what came. So, well, not all of it's come, but what I have got, I'm enjoying. That frame, I'm going to buy an even bigger one, I think. I'm loving it. So watch out for my whip parades, which will go up at some point this week. I've got to do them first, and then I won't see you then until a week into the new year. So I will wish everyone a happy new year right now. Saves doing it later. Have a good one, but stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.